You know, that goofy look a lot of YouTubers make, especially in their thumbnails. Ugh. 3 links down below in the description box to credit where I'm getting my information from. First, we start off with the hands-on impression in previews thread of people that have actually played the game. So PC Gamer, Games Radar, Insider Gaming, all these people that a lot of people are probably familiar with and what they think of the game. And it is off to an amazing start. It's getting some really, really, really good feedback. That's the main part of the video. Now, the second part of the video is a little bit of controversy, just a little wee bit. Allegedly, supposedly, Saudi Arabia, parts of Saudi Arabia, because there's like north and south, and they're different politically and how strict they are. I think in some parts of northern Saudi Arabia and a couple of other places in that region are going to ban the game because of an unskippable gay sex scene. Okay? I'm just going to call it now a pride scene because it's less like triggering for the YouTube algorithm if I keep saying the word this thing here. Like I don't care to say it. It doesn't bother me, but YouTube will be like, "Oh my God." And then my channel will be branded as something different. So to be clear, I don't care about this. This doesn't bother me. It's the unskippable part that bothers me. I always watch the cut. Well, I mean, it's not to be rude. It's just not my cup of tea to watch this, okay? But my point is, people are getting upset. Some people, again, it's always some. It's never all. Some people are getting upset over the fact that you can't skip the scene and that it's there to begin with. So now there's like supposedly a new code of conduct, and the people at Warhorse Studios have been banning people from the official forums. Supposedly, allegedly, I can't like confirm that. I can only go by the good faith that people, what they're saying is factual. And there was a statement made in regards to some of the controversy. So the creative director and co-founder of Warhorse Studio responded, not exactly to the pride scene per se, but just like in general. Because over here, there's a link, like I said, about the forum bans and the new code of conduct. This is now like a new culture war, in gaming now, the ongoing fueled culture war. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. The forum bans, people speaking out about the pride scene, and then again, potentially being banned in Saudi Arabia. That's pretty much like the whole video. Now I'm going to jump into what Daniel Vavra said, which is the co-founder, again, like I said, of Warhorse Studio, and he's also the creative director, okay? He issued a statement, and I quote, "It turns out we're once again in the middle of a rather bizarre culture war, this time from the opposite side than usual," writes Vavra. What he means by the opposite side is because they were critiqued in the last game for being racist, for not being inclusive, for being white supremacist. A lot of people were spewing a lot of crazy allegations towards the entire Warhorse Studios. Now, all of a sudden, they decide to be a little bit more inclusive, not to be woke, but they decide that they're just going to have somebody in there that's gay. Because it can happen. Right? It can no matter what era you're in, that happens. Okay? So so that's what he means by the other side, because now they're being inclusive, they're still getting attacked. So here's the statement, but I'd hate to spoil the plot of the game for the sake of it. He says, and the statement continues, and I quote, "The game is exactly what I wanted it to be. No one has tried to influence me as an artist in any way. And anyone who knows me knows I wouldn't let them anyway. Every character in the game has a very clear reason to be where they are, which you'll understand when you play the game. Our goal was, and still is, to show life in medieval Bohemia as it easily could have happened, and to tell an interesting story, right?" Then it says, the statement continues, this is a role-playing game, so it's purely up to the player what decisions they'll make and all that. Obviously, you can't change the scene that you're going to see because, again, it's unskippable, and that's the part that some people are having an issue with. Not so much that you can't skip it, just the fact that the scene's in there to begin with. Like I said, that doesn't float my boat for me personally, but it does make it more realistic because, again, not everybody in life is white. Not everybody in life is straight. Sometimes people are a different color. Sometimes they are part of the Pride team, right? That happens. So I don't have a problem with that whatsoever, okay? It's realistic. The unskippable, that's just me nitpicking. Most games you can skip the cutscene, especially when you're playing the game for the second time. Like The Witcher, I played through a couple of times. I did not, no offense, want to watch the scenes with Geralt and Yennefer. That was her name, right? Anyhow. So, and that's my cup of tea, even though I'm drinking coffee. But anyhow, so that's pretty much it. That's the video I just wanted to bring to your attention. It's got very positive reviews. Bunch of people, like I said, that you could check out their first-hand impression. Again, allegedly, some things going on in Saudi Arabia. Got to roll your eyes a little bit there. And the people complaining and voicing their thoughts on the scene, or just anything in general. And for there to be, like I said, some forum bans. That just seems like really, ooh, that's too bright. It just seems really wonky to do that. I just hate when that happens. You know, the whole censorship thing. My goodness. So there you have it. Thumbs up as always. I say that a lot. I'm trying not to. The whole there you have it. You're not having it this time. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying so desperately to make me a little wee bit more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up online. You didn't like the video? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll give it a thumbs, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. Helps if I could speak properly, and I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your, and I'll make sure every time you play the game, anytime you play any game, you go to any browser, you will get that scene right there that'll just play a couple of times before you can proceed with whatever it is you wanted to watch. Don't ask. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be fantastic now, wouldn't it? But if not, I don't blame you. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.